Hi everybody, it's Janet Dow with Fun Stamper's Journey, also known as Create a Fun Journey. And today we're going to make this really cute Dahlia burst card. I really love the saying on this card. It's "My love for you grows like flowers in the spring." You can actually use this at any time, but I just love this card. It's just so cute. Well, one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to use the PanPastels with the clear pigment ink. It's a very cool cool way to do it. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. And what we'll do first is I'm going to give you the measurements and the colors of what we used first. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside right here, and then let's get started. Okay. The first thing that I used was the bubblegum, our bubblegum, which you noticed if you watch my videos, I use this a lot, cardstock here. And what I did is I cut this out at 11 by 4.5. Then what I did is I scored it at 5.5. And the reason why I score this is because when you cut cards in this way, what happens is when you go to bend it, it will crack. So it's always good to score your cards, especially when you do it in the diagonal way. Okay. The next thing that I'm using is our pineapple smoothie. And with our pineapple smoothie, I cut out this right here, and the measurements for it is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay. Then for the rest of the cardstock for this card, I use the whipped cream for that. And the measurements on these is this one here. This one we're going to use for the doily, and this one is 4 3/4 by 4 1/4. And remember, this one's for the doily. I went ahead and I pre-stamped the next one, and this is also with the whipped cream, and I pre-stamped it just to make things go a little faster. This one is cut out at 4 3/4 by 3.5. Okay, and then we have one more that's with the whipped cream, and this one is for the Dahlia burst die, and this one is cut out at 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so let's get started. First thing that we're going to do is, I always like to bend on the score line, is bend our card and score it. And just take and this, by the way, is our crease tools, Fun Stamper's Journey crease tool. And I just like to crease it just a little bit, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it aside. Because then the next thing I want to do is I want to get out this piece here, and this is the piece that we stamped. This one here is the 4 3/4 by 3.5. Go ahead and stamp it first, and then what I want you to do is we're going to use our silks, and this one here is the Bubblegum Silk that I used. I'm going to push things aside. See how it is on the bottom here? Our Bubblegum Silks are so cool. It gives the little dots that you see on the card. But there's all the yumminess that is on the bottom. And it's got like a little pearl in the bottom of it, a little pebble or something. And that's to help mix it up. You want to make sure it's mixed up, because if it's not mixed up, then you're not going to get all the good stuff when you go to open it and do your silks with it. But it looks like a nail polish bottle. You just open it up like this, pull it out. Do not wipe when you pull it out, because if you wipe everything off. So you just pull it out. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and just sprig it like that. Then what we're going to do is we have one more I'm going to put the top back on there. And we have one more that I used, and that is the dark roast for this one. Same thing again. You're going to want to shake it up and get all that yumminess off the bottom of it. Now, my dark roast, your dark roast might be this way. It's a little bit on the thicker side, this one is. So that's why I'm going ahead and I'm doing this first, because when it's a little bit on the thicker side like that, it might take a few minutes for it to dry. So I like to do this at the beginning, just in case. And we're going to put a couple little spritz on here, and we're going to set it aside. Okay? All right, and so we'll let that dry just a few minutes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your piece that is 5 1/8. I'm sorry, it's 4 3/4 by 4 1/4, and that one is for your doily. And what we did is, if you can see right here, I used our beautiful doily die. This die is just the coolest die. I absolutely love this die. I use it for many, many projects. So you can't go wrong by getting this die. I know you will love it. But what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and took it and put it through the Big Shot already. I did that just to save on time here. But as you can see the back of it? If your back does not look like this, to where it's dark all over like that, the imprints of it, that means it's not put through. So you might have to do it a couple more times. It's not cut all the way through. So you want it to be cut all the way through. So always check your bottom to make sure it's cut all the way through. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our bloom tool, and the bloom tool comes with 7 different tips that come with it. But for this particular card, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this one, because this one has the brush on it, and then we get what I call the dental tip. We're going to use this one. You can open it up. This bloom tool does open it up, and you can store your tips inside of it too. So, okay, so what you're going to do is, after you put it through your Journey Platinum, what you're going to do is you're going to take your brush, and you're just going to brush it just like this all over. Remember to pick it up. Don't set it down here and brush like that, because it really doesn't come out as well. It does come out in some of the pieces, but not as well. But see how my pieces are flying all over the place? I think that's so much fun. It's like just like confetti flying all over. I love it. So then after you do that, what you're going to do is, it's kind of raised up in the middle here. My edges aren't raised up. Some of the edges are not, nope, they're not raised up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pick here, and I just start lifting very carefully through each one of these until I get an outer edge that is lifted up. Then I just lift up the outer edge and I just pull it off. You can use your spatula piece that's on here to go around it, but a lot of times I just lift it up. And then what we do is, if there's any pieces that are left in here, you just poke it right out. But as you can see, there's no pieces in here to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up just a little bit here, just so that we can work on the surface a little bit. Oops. Okay, clean that up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this card back, or this piece back, and what we're going to do with that is, now I'm going to go ahead and put the doily die on here, and it's just, you will love it. So then what I'm gonna do is, how I'm gonna put it on is, I'm going to take our journey dots, and our journey dots, I'm gonna put those on with it. The one thing I love about our journey dots is it comes where you can just pull it out, and they just come out this end here, and they're on a little plastic piece, like a little clear piece right here, and the dot is right there. So you do not have to use your bloom tool or use your fingernails or anything to try and get it off. You just put it on and peel it right off. And then what you do here is you just pull this and then another piece comes out like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to periodically in different places here, and I'm just going to put the glue dots on them here and there. And then I will put it on the card. And then after we do that, then we'll cut it, and then we'll end up adding a few more of the glue dots. These are very strong, these glue dots. Some people use glue, but I found out when I used glue with this, what it did was it just, it went through, and I got it on top of it and underneath, and it just became a mess. So I didn't use the glue on these ones. So then I just take this here and I just peel these off, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is just place it on here. Now I want to make sure, oops, I think there's one more here that I have to take off. Yep. What I'm going to do is place it far enough over to where it still hangs over a little bit here, but it's far enough over so that my Dahlia Burst flower will not cover my doily, because I want the doily to hang out a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my my Journey shears, and I'm going to cut this. Now I'm not worried if I have a dot or if you want to use glue. I'm not worried about these scissors because these scissors have a special coating on it, and that special coating, nothing sticks to them, and it also they're self-sharpening, so that's a really cool thing with it too. So after I do that, then I'm going to take a few more glue dots, and where it's sticking up here and there, I'm just going to put the glue dots on, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Oh, it stuck to my finger is what it did. So I'll just stick it right there. Finger. And I'm going to add just one more because I like to make sure that it sticks. And I'm going to add it, I'm going to slip it in right here at the corner, just to make sure that it stays right there. Peel that off, and there we go. Okay, right there. All right, so then that part is finished for right now. So what we'll do next is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the pineapple smoothie, and I will go ahead and I'm going to start putting this together a little bit, and I'm going to take this one here, and I am going to take our Easy Glide permanent adhesive runner, which I absolutely love because it sticks so well, and I'm just going to put it on the back of this one, and then I'm going to put it on top of here. Just like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out, you're going to want to get your piece that is right here. This one was the 3.5 by 3.5, and you're going to use the Dahlia Burst. The Dahlia Burst, I did it as a bundle. You're going to use your Dahlia Burst die. It's not the largest. There's 3 different sizes here. It is not the large one or the small. It comes in this little package. It's not the large or the small. It's the medium one that you're going to want to use. And you're going to put it through your Journey Platinum, just like this. Okay, the reason why you're going to do that, oops, I'm making a mess here. The reason why you're going to do this first is because you're going to line it up because of what we're going to do, how we're going to do the PanPastels with it. I'm just flying things all over today, aren't I? So you'll want to do it for the PanPastels. So what we'll do is we have it all cut out and it's sitting here. I'm going to take the stamp, which is the medium stamp, because we have the large and then the medium and small. We're going to take the medium stamp. We're going to put it on our grid block here. And then what I'll do is I'll take our pigment ink, our clear pigment inks, Fun Stamper's Journey, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp that on here just like this. I like to stamp it this way so that you can kind of see what you're stamping and what you're not stamping, and how much you need for that. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to line it up. You're just going to line your stamp up just like that and then stamp it. Okay, peel it off, and I don't think you can see it, but the clear pigment ink is on your piece right here. Okay, then what we're going to use is, reach over here, we're going to use our PanPastels, and this one here that we're going to use, this one is the Confectionery Days PanPastels, and I am going to go ahead and use the pink. Now with our Confectionery PanPastels, you don't want to rub real hard. You definitely don't want to rub real hard. All you want to do is just rub enough just to pick up some of the pink that's there, and then you just rub on here just like that. See how that's bringing that out? Isn't that the coolest? I absolutely love this technique with just bringing that out like that. Isn't that pretty? Bring up a little bit more on my sponge and then just wipe. Isn't that cool? I just love it. I get so excited on that. Because this is a dry coloring system, it's already dry. You don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. A lot of times what you want to do is you want to use, which I don't have it here with me right now, but you would want to use a non-scented hairspray, because if you touch this, it's going to come up in your fingers. So if you use a non-scented hairspray and just spray it, it will seal it so that the PanPastels, the chalky part, won't come up at you. This is different from any other a lot of people say, is it like the chalk like in this company or in that company? No. This actually has pigment in it, so it is very different than any other company. They partnered with PanPastels, Fun Stamper's Journey did, so it is different than any other company except for the PanPastels, okay? So what we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and put this on to our card. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take our Journey Foam Squares, the medium, and you're just going to take these and you're just going to put it on each side, each corner of this piece here. And I always put one in the middle too. Some people don't, they don't peel the sticker off the back of the middle, but I do. I don't know, I guess a little more reinforcement. I feel like it can't hurt, right? But yep, you just peel them off, and then what you do is you just put it on the card just like that. And we are getting close to being done here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put a couple of them on the back of your little Dahlia burst here on the medium one. And then you will put that, and I had already done this ahead of time, and then you'll just put it on just like that. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do, because it's almost done, is we're going to take our rainbow drops. I absolutely love these rainbow drops. The rainbow drops come in 6 colors. There's 768 pieces. The one thing about Fun Stamper's Journey is, I have to say, is not only is their product at an excellent quality, but also what they put it in is also too. Check out this box. This box has these little sliders here, and they slide out to open it. Then when you open the box, which is nice and thick plastic here, you open the box, then it comes with another plastic piece that you just open it here, and then you just pull these out just like this. It comes in large, medium, and small, and in different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Journey dots, and then I'm just going to pick out some of them here, and you just put your Journey dot on the back of it, peel it off, and then put it on. Just like that. Isn't that the coolest? I just love it. I think I'm going to use a medium, I'm going to use a large, medium, and a small. And then we'll just take this, put it on the back of here, peel it off, put it here, and then I'll use one more small one. And I'll use a red small here. And then I will put it on, peel it off, and then put this one on just like that. Isn't that cute? And there you have it. It's all done. Isn't this a cute card? It didn't take us very long to make it at all. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and watching my video today. And I hope you stop by again, okay? Thanks everyone. Bye.